Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Human beings have come today again to continue trying to kind of look at the 11 centuries of human beings kind of so-called civil or advanced civilization or development. We are going to look at that, and the question is, there are some questions that we have to ask, because I'm speaking on behalf of Mother Planet Earth, and on behalf of the people who are unable to voice their grievances, and those people who have been kind of put in a situation where they don't know what is really the true religion from which they were created. With that, if you adding to the video in which I did say, this is a video which shows 11 centuries in great details of human beings' activities on planet Earth. Though the video, when you view it, it's somehow, as I said, in great detail, it shows all the events that has taken place for the 11th centuries, and those events are interpreted in a language that some people who are guided can understand. Those who are not guided, they will need to be kind of put to be directed properly. However, time to guide mankind about that those centuries of what we call 11 centuries of human beings thinking that they are advancing in knowledge and whatever, has question marks. The knowledge itself, which they've been relying on to do things, has questions, very big questions. But as I said, we have very limited time to elaborate, because the 11th centuries, to put it in a few words, it wouldn't be simple. 11 centuries of time lapse. It's not simple to put it in a few words. But me, who can, who has interpreted it in a visual kind of a visual interpretation, visual, divine, holy interpretation of the Holy Quran, because I have to remind men and women on this planet that all men and women, you are living Muslims, my children, you are living Muslims on this planet. Every living human being on this planet, whether you are from China, India, America, England, South Africa, Kenya, Uganda, Gambia, Nigeria, you are all Muslims. Living Muslims, because the only region of Mother Planet Earth that allows Mother Planet Earth to allow creation to work on this planet is Islam. That's the only region that allows all living creation to work, or to be able to come to do whatever they do. Other than that, whatever that human have conjectured or looked at as your religions, it's not, those things are not religion. Take for instance Christianity. Christianity is not a religion, it's a belief. In fact, if I was to put it in the right context of interpretation, it's a cult. A cult that has widened its tentacles in desecrating human genetic and psychological, and you name it. Because at present time, in the 2024, in the month of, I think it's this November, on the date of what you call, the date is, I think 13th or 13th, yeah, I think it's 13th. If you were on the news yesterday, you would see exactly what living in a misguided delusion and delusion and sick environment of thinking that, oh, we are advanced, we are our knowledge, our whatever is very, very whatever. No, it's not. Because once you deviate from the most holy, beautiful religion of Islam, whereby you are given the beauty of living human beings, and you say, we will take our own way, and that way, which he tells men, you saw yesterday, in one of the, I think it was on all international news television channels, that one of the highest, whatever you are, whom you call the highest priest of the Anglican Church, resigned. Why? Because he knew that their children, very vulnerable children, very innocent children, were kind of molested. And he kept quiet. In a proper interpretation of life is a religion. Life is a religion. And that most holy, beautiful religion is Islam, my people. Islam is the religion whereby Allah molds the child. And beautifully, if you are to look at some of these European children, they are dressed in golden hair. Their hair is golden. Why? Because that is how beautiful Islam is. But if you are a priest or a whatever, and you turn around and you say, oh, our way of life is this, is in the other direction, whereby you find yourself that you as a priest, you can take advantage of innocent little, maybe 5-year-old or 7-year-old boy or girl, and you molest that girl sexually. That is one of the most deadly acts a human being can do to their fellow human beings, my people. Because a child who has been molested when she's 5 or 7 or 8, she or he will never be the same. Will never be the same. That's why sometimes people hear me crying, but I'm not crying for myself because I know what I created, how beautiful it is. But when you created human beings, we gave direction, divine, holy law, prescription of directives that a woman should love the child that she has given birth to, not to mislead the child or not to hand over that child to what you call monsters on this planet in the present time, whereby men, they say we are Christians, we are militant Christians, we are priests, we are this and that, we are pastors. My people, I want to enlighten what is a religion, because a religion is very different from a belief. A religion is the interpretation of the word religion is very, very different. It has very, very different whatever from what you call a belief. So with that, because as I said in the beginning, we have very little time, but I would like to remind men and women, my pure creation, you are all living Muslims on this planet, whereby that a Muslim person in their capacity, I'll put this to the mothers who bore children, who produce children, that as Satan again and again and again, every living human being on this planet is a Muslim. And that task of producing those creations which are Muslims was handed over to women. Therefore, the task of protecting what you've produced as Muslim, to keep their dignity, their integrity, their beauty, and the beauty of the region from which they were created. Because I told you, see, in some countries, there's some children who are born with golden hair. It used to happen here in Africa long time ago. Long time ago, the ancient people of the people around the land of, I will not mention, but there are people who were born because they were very pure men and women. A woman will become pregnant because she knows how to religion. She glorifies Allah and asks Allah, I say, Allah, I want my child to be like, and that child. So today, we wanted to remind men and women that the beauty, I said, let me put it this way, life is a religion. And that most holy, beautiful religion is Islam. If we are to go and read every prescription and directive of divine holy law, commandments and directives and prescriptions of how men and women should live in their societies, it would show you that if you are to live by those holy, divine, holy prescriptions, every one of you will be very beautiful, very happy, very, very joyful with one another. Not to end up a man saying that a man of whatever, saying we are taking children to a son, what do they call them? Sunday camp or summer camp, whatever. And those children end up being kind of abused. The most worrying thing is that you people, you don't understand when you are a child. Because when in the title which I sent here a few days ago, I said 11 centuries of service to humanity, while most of that time I've been abused. Men who ask, how did he know that they've been abuses in the last 11 centuries? Because I was there when you were not there, when you didn't know. Many of you don't know me. Many of you don't know me. That's when I came, I told you, when I came to this planet, I found out that some of you say we are Christians, some of you say we are Shia, some of you say we are this and that. But mind you, you are all living Muslims on this planet. Those people who have misguided you for centuries, 11 centuries, they've made you become things that are worthless. Things that are worthless. With that, I would like to remind men that I've been crying. And my cry, if we are to look at the events that have been going on this planet in terms of human health, when we talk of human health, diseases that are very deadly, and no man can have an interpretation of how to do to whatever. Those are diseases which occur in human bodies because of gross abuse and desecration of the beauty of their region, the most holy, beautiful region from which every woman and every man was created. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.